Okay, so now you have lesson 11. Okay, and you start walking you through that. And honestly, the way power loading works, it's a little bit confusing, and I apologize. Let's go through the big things of this just real quickly. But before we even get started there, let me just say again, Thursday night, we continue on our foam gliders. We're going to work on that a bit. We will work on, and we have lab Saturday, so we'll be building those as well. But for Saturday, people, bring your gliders. All right. Now, what we're going to do is he worked with you, from my understanding, talking to Tom, on where you plotted this horsepower to gross weight power loading ratio, correct? Raise your hands. You got to this point right here, correct? Agnes, what are you saying? We got questions. Maybe you guys are answering there. Well, yeah. But I can't see the screen. Sunday's my birthday. Well, Ethan, happy birthday. Yes. Called you. Yes. Okay. Ethan's birthday is the 20th. Well, happy birthday, Ethan. All right. Well, just real quick then, and we'll come back to this later, but remember, you just need a lot more horsepower than the horsepower you need to get over friction. You need, because the propeller is only 80% efficient, you need 20% more than that, because you're going to lose it through your propeller. And then you don't just run the airplane full speed all the time. We get 75% of that. So we're doing all those things. All right, and hopefully you graph this. And then you graph this ratio. Again, where we keep in the gross weight changes, your horsepower changes. All right? And so let's go over and start building on this. And look, weight to power, 15, maximum weight, etc. Let's go ahead. Have you made these 3 airplanes yet? I'm looking to see what people wrote, John. No, thanks. All right, great. So can we do this? Can I get you going to Plane Maker right now, and let's make some airplanes, and we're going to fly these airplanes, okay? Aiden, do you have a question? I'm going to put a hand on. Aiden, if you have a question, put your hand back up. If you have a question, go ahead. I took it down because I just figured it was more of you saying you did it. But if you have a question, you just raise your hand and ask a question, put it back up, and I'll answer it. All right, let's go ahead and start this up. So you have the value. It might be easier if you've downloaded, look on your computer there. I'm going to leave it right here for you. Okay. Does everybody remember? Does anybody raise your hand if you want me to show you on Plane Maker to do what we're doing right here? I'm glad to do it. All right. So Aiden's saying yes. All right. I'll raise my hand. I'll show you again. All right. So where you have X-plane, all right, we are going to now, once you have X-plane, we're going to go to X-plane 10, and we're going to do Plane Maker. All right, and sorry about that. A little bit of a yawn there. I apologize. I'm going to put this in the same screen as yours, so that way we can see both of these. All right, so what we're going to do is go under Standard. Okay, and you can do this a couple things. Here's your engine specs. So in the first area, we're going to, let me first do this. File. All right, let's open. And you can tell I'm starting to get a lot of these RV10s. Let's get an RV10, open it. Then let's start saving it. We save it 3 different ways. Save as, RV10 dot, and let's try this. Call my name Mr. D, and this is going to be, you could say power loading, so it could be PL, it could be wing to power. I mean, there's weight to power, whatever we want to do on this. I would go, we'll do weight to power, and then we'll say 150. So weight to power 150, that we'll save it. And then you look down there and you can see it. There it is, weight to power. And then file, save as, 300. Save aircraft. There it is. File, save as, and then 600. Save aircraft. So now we have the 3 aircraft saved. Please raise your hand once you have your 3 aircraft saved. Leave it up there. Like Anthony, I thought I saw your hand go up there for a second. Click your hand and leave it on up there. Or write it down on the questions. I'll look to see if you got it there. I know the stats, but I don't know where to find them, so I can change them. Okay, I'll show you how to do that. All right. So let me know if you guys, Liam, Anthony, everybody raise your hands. I'll give you a few minutes to get a copy. There's no super rush here. We're among friends. Kind of excited for you guys to see the gliders Thursday you're going to be building. They're big. For some of you, they're taller than you are. So I've got 3 people right now who said they've copied their 3 planes. Let's try to finish this up in the next couple moments, everybody. Okay, can we have some hands raised? Those people, you've got your 3 airplanes, I hope, saved by now. And if you can't save them, our PC slow with the gliders, Aiden. Are we finishing the one next Saturday, or are we finishing one and then finishing that? We're finishing them both next Saturday. I want to build both gliders Saturday, Aiden. This coming Saturday, it's Glider City. All right? I'm sorry about your computer being low. You'll make 2 each. Yeah, each person gets a glider, takes it home. The Thursday night people, you won't be done with your gliders this Thursday. Do it next Thursday, and we'll. All right, but we'll make sure, even if we have to meet extra, to get everybody gets their gliders done. So don't worry. Anthony, Calder, Ethan, Liam, Logan. Let me know. Did you guys get these saved so we can go on? I don't want to go on when I have a couple. Come Thursday, Calder. You're in the Thursday class. We'll see from there. How fast will they glide? Oh, pretty good. Are they controllable? Right now, we're going to make them so you can hand toss. Time permits, we'll put an RC on one of them just so you can see that fly to the weighing. You can make them controllable without a doubt. We'll have the stuff for that, but I can't physically afford to give everybody powered gliders. All right, let's go on. We got enough folks here. It looks to me like we're set. Okay, so once you're in plane maker, we're gonna make sure you're opening the right plane. So we're gonna start off with this 150. So I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna 150 right there. It is for me. So make sure you open that one. Confirm here on this gray line. All right, confirm that's 150. Okay. Okay, so I'm glad we're waiting. Oh, it'll be this sometimes in May. Calder will sign up for next year. We'll try to we'll get that out there. All right, so now let's worry about what we're doing right this very moment. All right, so we have so what I want you to do is then go to, let's look at horsepower. So go to standard, go to engine. Okay. Let's select horsepower on this thing, okay? So there's a couple, if you look at this, there's jet engine, rock engine, prop X and specs. They have all kinds of things going on in this, all right? And so what we're gonna do is set different, you've got different powers of this, okay? So we're going to say 150 horsepower on ours. All right. So this one says 260. Seems like quite a bit to me. We're going to run it down to 150. I want to just make sure I'm doing that correctly. So 150 horse. All right. So that's a 150 horsepower right there. See where it says 150. Then we're going to go to standard. Then we're going to next one on this, which we can go on to, you have different weight and balance. You can go center of gravity, you can change that. Total weight, empty weight, total weight. We're going to make that right now 1500. Let's make it a little bit smaller under empty weight. All right. Then we'll go, you got that. Then you go to the wings, which you're usually pretty well at this point. Go to standard wings. Go 15 foot here. Then go to wing 2. Go to semi-length, 1495. and then you go to negative 0.35. All right, so I have one wing. I hit click on that. I've saved it. And then I do the other two wings. So I'm going to put everybody's hands down. Let's get all three of these. I'll show you again there. I'm finding under standard. All right, so here you go, buddy. Aiden, find the engine. Just go here. All right. And what we're going to do is engine specs. And there's where you change the horsepower. All right. And you get all these different things you can change back and forth. All right. That help you, Ethan? Oh, okay, good. Aiden, I'm sorry. All right, so let's just make sure and just do each one of the airplanes. The next one's 300 horse. All right, Logan's got his done. Let me know what you have. How do you do weight? All right, again, all right, my bad. Maximum weight, let's go here. Power, we set up here, maximum power. Weight, I didn't, let me go back over here for you. Not a worry at all. So go standard, go weight right here and set weight. So this is 150 on the first one. Second one, it would be 300. Yes. Just set it under maximum weight. That's right. There's empty of weight. My bad. That should have been right here. I just misspoke earlier. Where it says 150, make that 150 here as well. We'll make this a little bit. That's your maximum. Maximum weight in this case is 3,000. So your total weight, let me go back up on this a little bit and mess this up a little bit here. All right, your total weight on this was 2,500. I apologize. Your maximum weight here down at the bottom is 3,000. Good catch, guys. All right, weight to power, you just calculate. So that's going to take the 2,500 pounds over horsepower. And so for every pound of weight, for every horsepower, there's 16.67 pounds of weight. Okay? Hope that makes a little more sense. So guys, let me correct myself here. Empty weight here, I think we've got the maximum weight here. Let's go over here. Max weight is 3,000 right down here. All right, and that's where you want it. Empty weight, make it 2,500. Maximum weight, 3,000. I didn't add that before, and I apologize. Again, raise your hand once you got it. We'll got it. Play it if you got it. Okay, folks, raise your hand when you got them. Good job, Calder's done. All right, waiting on a few other folks. Let's get them finished. Actually, we're going to finish up here in another minute or two. Okay. So let's go ahead. Since the guy about most people are sitting there done, can we fly? No, absolutely. That's what we're going to do now. All right, I want to go to data and you know, speeds, for example, the ones that we want to get, okay? All I want you to do is figure out what the true airspeed is. So this time, all you're going to do is fly stable for 3 seconds. Here's your tables right here. Let's look at aspect ratio. We could calculate wing load, power to weight. Though, honestly, and I know this is a little bit, we've been doing weight to power, so now we're doing, you know, this is power to weight. You would divide it by then. All right? So true airspeed, all right, with consistent power. Let's go up here and look at this up here. I'm going to go pick this up. I'm not really crazy about this, really. Let's do that. Okay. All we're going to have you do, maintain level 5 for 3 minutes, and all I want you to do is figure out which plane is flying faster. All right? Level flight, fly faster. Okay? Can you all do that? Let's get it knocked out. Let me know once you got it, guys. We can go on to the next ones here. In fact, we might try to just fly and try to fly at level, and all we're going to do is try to get a sense of airspeed. Okay, let me see if there's any more questions here. I couldn't do, don't wait, or, yeah, it does take Aiden because it's such a demanding program. It truly does. Well, I'll wait till you fly it. We'll talk about this a little bit later, but oh no, sorry, Aiden, it's crashing. Well, that's tough. All right, folks. Hopefully you're getting to fly it and you start to see what starts to happen. It's time to go. I'm agree. It's getting close. Ethan, let's hang on here. Let me talk to everybody. If you've all flown it, hopefully you've got, first of all, what did you find that made the plane go faster? I'm going to keep you a little bit longer, Ethan. It's going to be here for a few more minutes here. Write it down in the question, guys. I'm waiting, kind of waiting for everybody there, but we got to go here. All right. What caused the plane? What do you think causes, when you add horsepower, what do you think causes, has more to cruising speed? Lift? In other words, your aspect ratio maybe, or is it horsepower or wingspan? Which one do you think increases the overall speed of the airplane? It's mainly horsepower, okay? So horsepower does that. So when you fly, now horsepower gets you to go faster, faster increases lift, okay? But once you have enough lift that lifts the airplane off the ground, you really don't need any more lift. And so now that energy can be used to be going forward, going fast. All right? Does that kind of make sense? You need so much lift to get the plane off the ground. Once you've achieved that, then your extra energy can be used, you can vector that energy for going faster, which some ways creates more lift even, because lift is related that way. Now, one thing though, when you do that, for modern piston engines consume a half pound of fuel for each hour for each horsepower. So, for example, if you wanted a range of 365 pounds of fuel, 365 pounds, so half that, so you've got a horsepower of 250, take half a horsepower, so that's 25. So 360 pounds divided by 125 pounds equals 2.9 hours. Just real quickly, see what the 150 and the 350 do in terms of what that does to your range. All right, let's do that. Let's stay on for, we're going to stay a little bit longer tonight because of the problems I had with good old getting that started for whatever reason that was. So folks, please do this. Take 360, in this case, have 360 divided by 75, and see what number you come up with. Write it down. All right. What range did we come up with? No, just Ethan, you can do this on paper, man. Right now, we're just programming. We're just going to talk about trade-offs. Just hang in with me a little bit longer, buddy. All right, so we had 360. That's our fuel, but we got 150 horsepower. So we're going to divide 150 horsepower, multiply by 0.5, or divide it by, or times 1.5, and you're going to get up to 75 pounds per hour. So take 360 divided by 75. You get 4.8 hours. Now at the bottom of this, you have 350 horsepower. Divide that by 2 or multiply it by 0.5, same thing. All right. So you end up with 360 divided by 175. You only get 2 hours. So what I hope you would see, up here you almost get 5 hours. By the time you get 350 horsepower, you only got 2 hours of fuel, 2 hour of fuel. All right? So you can only fly 2 hours. All right? Now, granted, you're probably going to go a lot faster. You're going to go faster, but you're going to go through fuel. So you as an engineer have to do this trade-off. Yes, I can go faster, but I'm going to use more fuel. Wow, now I'm going to have to make my plane stronger because I'm going to have to carry bigger tanks to carry the fuel. It's always these trade-offs. Does that make sense? You have lower horsepower, you can go longer, nearly 5 hours. Go to 350 horsepower, you're going to go faster, but you only have 2 hours of fuel. if you had 360 pounds of fuel. You could add more pounds of fuel, but you're going to need a more robust plane. So, as you've learned, increasing thrust horsepower means improving performance at the cost of greater fuel consumption. Higher airplane performance means higher wing loading. Higher wing loading means longer runways and higher stall speeds. You need to consider all these trade-offs. You design your own airplane next lesson. So that's what we're going to do next lesson. You'll start with Mr. DeToy, and then we'll fly and we'll do some things after that. Okay? All right then. Everybody have a great evening. I'll post this webinar and you can look at it later. All right? Take care all. Bye-bye. Have a great evening. Very good, Aiden. That way I have all the calculations. I'm not sure about the 8. Nah, not quite. 370. 8 hours? I don't know about that. I have to figure out what you did. Let me see. Let's see, 75. I'm going to do the 360 divided by 75. 4.8. You somehow got up with 8. You reduced it. You made a mistake there. No worries. Yep, no worries. All right. Everybody have a good one now. Bye-bye.